There's a whole generation of people who never needed a single life hack video because they already had Grandma. And Grandma? She had solutions for everything. No fancy gadgets, no expensive cleaning products, just pure common sense passed down through decades of actually living in a home and figuring things out the hard way. Today, we're counting down 43 of the most oddly useful home hacks that Grandma swore by. And honestly, once you understand why each one works, you'll never go back to doing things the complicated way. Let's start the countdown. Number 43. Put a dry bar of soap under your fitted sheet. Grandma swore by this for restless legs and muscle cramps at night. The theory is that soap contains magnesium, which can absorb through the skin. Whether the science is fully proven or not, millions of people report waking up without the leg cramps that plagued them before. Just slide an unwrapped bar of any plain soap under the sheet near your feet and replace it every few months. Number 42. Freeze your jeans instead of washing them. This sounds wrong, but denim does not need frequent washing. Bacteria causes odor, and freezing kills bacteria. Fold your jeans, put them in a Ziploc bag, leave them in the freezer overnight, and pull them out fresh in the morning. Your jeans last longer because washing breaks down the fibers, and they smell perfectly clean. Number 41. Use a rubber band around a paint can to wipe your brush. Place a thick rubber band vertically across the opening of the paint can. Now you can wipe your brush on the rubber band instead of the rim, which keeps the rim clean and lets the lid seal properly every time. Grandma never had a paint can that dried out. Number 40. Pour boiling water slowly down a slow drain before reaching for any chemical product. Grease and soap buildup softens immediately under boiling water. Do it weekly as maintenance, and you may never need drain cleaner. Always pour slowly so the sudden heat does not crack your porcelain. Number 39. Rub a walnut on scratched wooden furniture. The natural oils in a walnut are remarkably similar to linseed oil, which is used in professional wood restoration. Just rub the broken walnut meat directly on a scratch in any direction, then buff with a soft cloth. The scratch darkens and blends into the surrounding wood almost instantly. Number 38. Place bay leaves in your pantry containers. Bay leaves contain a compound called eucalyptol, which insects absolutely despise. Tuck a few dried bay leaves into your flour container, your rice bag, and inside your pantry shelves. No moths, no weevils, no bugs of any kind. This has been used in Mediterranean kitchens for centuries, and it still works perfectly today. Number 37. Use white vinegar as a fabric softener replacement. Add half a cup of plain white vinegar to your washing machine's rinse cycle compartment. The acidity breaks down the alkaline residue left by laundry detergent, which is exactly what makes clothes feel stiff. Your clothes come out genuinely soft without any waxy commercial softener coating. The vinegar smell disappears completely once the clothes dry. Number 36. Rub a little toothpaste on foggy headlights. Toothpaste contains microabrasives designed to polish without scratching, and the same principle works on oxidized plastic headlight covers. Apply a small amount of plain white toothpaste to a damp cloth. Rub in circular motions across the headlight. Rinse clean, and the cloudiness buffs right away. This bought Grandma's old station wagon another few years on the road. Number 35. Keep a piece of chalk in your toolbox or silverware drawer. Chalk absorbs moisture incredibly well. Tools rust because humidity causes oxidation. Silverware tarnishes for the same reason. A single stick of chalk placed in an enclosed drawer or toolbox will absorb enough ambient moisture to dramatically slow down rust and tarnish. Replace it every couple of months. Number 34. Use a lemon to clean your microwave. Cut a lemon in half. Place it face down in a microwave-safe bowl with a quarter cup of water, and run the microwave for 3 minutes. The steam generated carries citric acid vapors that loosen every stuck food particle inside. Wait another 2 minutes before opening the door, then wipe everything clean with almost no effort. The whole interior smells incredible afterward. Number 33. Sprinkle baking soda on your carpet before vacuuming. Let it sit for at least 15 minutes or even overnight for serious odors. Baking soda is sodium bicarbonate, and it neutralizes acidic odor molecules on contact. Pet smells, food smells, that musty smell that builds up in carpet fibers over time. All of it gets neutralized chemically rather than just masked like commercial sprays do. Then vacuum it all up. Number 32. Hang your clothes outside on a clothesline to dry. Now, Grandma did not do this to save electricity, though it does save electricity. She did it because outdoor air drying is genuinely superior for your clothes. The ultraviolet rays from sunlight act as a natural antibacterial and whitening agent. The gentle movement of a breeze relaxes fabric fibers rather than tumble drying, which compresses and wears them down. Whites get whiter, colors stay brighter, and everything smells like actual clean air instead of synthetic fragrance. Hang clothes inside out to prevent color fading from direct sun on the front. Leave enough space between items so air circulates freely. Number 31. Use a rubber glove to remove pet hair from upholstery. Put on a rubber cleaning glove, dampen it slightly, and run your hand across fabric furniture. Static electricity created by the rubber draws pet hair into clumps that you can just pick up. This works far better than a lint roller on softer fabric because the slight tackiness and static combination pulls hair out from deeper in the weave. Number 30. Apply a thin coat of car wax to your bathroom tiles and fixtures. This is a grandma-level life hack that almost nobody uses anymore. Car wax creates a hydrophobic barrier on bathroom surfaces. Water beads up and rolls off instead of sitting on the surface and causing mineral deposit buildup. Apply it every few months and your bathroom stays cleaner between scrubs, because soap scum and water spots never get a chance to bond properly. Number 29. Use baking soda and vinegar to unclog a drain naturally. Pour half a cup of baking soda directly down the drain first. Then follow it immediately with half a cup of white vinegar. Cover the drain with a cloth or drain stopper to force the reaction downward into the clog rather than bubbling back up. The chemical reaction creates carbon dioxide and agitation that breaks apart grease and hair clogs. After 15 minutes, flush with hot water. Number 28. Store onions in old pantyhose. This one sounds like it came directly from Grandma's kitchen, because it did. Drop an onion into the foot of a clean pair of old pantyhose, tie a knot, drop another onion, tie another knot, and so on. Hang the pantyhose in a cool, dark place. Onions last up to 8 months this way because the nylon allows airflow all around each onion, preventing the moisture buildup and ethylene gas concentration that causes early rotting. Number 27. Rub a piece of white bread on a pencil drawing or a graphite smudge on wallpaper. The soft, starchy texture of white bread acts as a gentle eraser that lifts graphite without damaging delicate surfaces. This was Grandma's go-to for getting crayon and pencil marks off wallpaper without peeling or fading the pattern beneath. Number 26. Use vinegar to kill weeds and cracks in your driveway or patio. Pour undiluted white vinegar directly onto weeds growing through concrete or paving stones. The acetic acid immediately denatures the proteins in plant cells, killing the weed from the leaf down to the root when applied on a sunny day. The heat amplifies the penetration. Do this in the morning when the sun has just started to warm the concrete. Number 25. Put your mattress outside in direct sunlight. Grandma did this every single spring, and it is one of the most powerful home hygiene practices that has almost completely disappeared from modern life. A mattress absorbs moisture from your body every single night. That moisture creates a perfect breeding environment for dust mites and mold spores. When you drag a mattress outside and leave it in direct sunlight for 4 to 6 hours, several things happen simultaneously. The ultraviolet radiation destroys dust mites and kills mold spores. The heat draws out deep moisture that your bedroom's indoor air simply cannot absorb efficiently. The mattress decompresses and the materials refresh. You come back inside that night and sleep on something that genuinely feels and smells different. Better. Flip it to expose both sides, and if you can prop it at a slight angle, even more air can circulate underneath. Number 24. Clean silver jewelry with baking soda and aluminum foil. Line a bowl with aluminum foil, shiny side up. Place your tarnished silver items inside. Add a tablespoon of baking soda, then pour in enough boiling water to submerge everything. The electrochemical reaction that happens between the aluminum, the baking soda, and the hot water actually transfers the tarnish from your silver onto the aluminum foil. You watch the tarnish move in real time. Rinse the jewelry and buff dry. Number 23. Use coffee grounds to absorb refrigerator odors. Grandma never used baking soda in the fridge. She used coffee grounds in an open container. Coffee grounds are incredibly porous, meaning they have enormous surface area per gram to trap odor molecules. They work at least as well as baking soda and arguably better for very strong food odors. Just put dried used grounds in a small open bowl in the back of your fridge. Number 22. Rub a dryer sheet along baseboards to repel dust. The anti-static properties of a dryer sheet, even a used one, leave a residual coating on surfaces that repels the static charge that draws dust to stick. Run a used dryer sheet along your baseboards, windowsills, and the tops of door frames. Dust will collect far more slowly and wipe away much more easily when you do eventually clean. Number 21. Freeze candles before burning them. A frozen candle burns significantly more slowly. The cold wax is denser and takes longer to melt through. Grandma would freeze her candles for a few hours before putting them in holders, and they would last sometimes twice as long. This worked especially well with tapered dinner candles. Number 20. Use raw potato slices to remove a broken light bulb from a socket. Turn the power off first. Always. If a light bulb has broken off, leaving just the metal base in the socket, press the cut face of a large raw potato firmly into the broken glass base. The potato is firm enough to grip the threads and soft enough to mold around the jagged edges without cutting your hand. Twist counterclockwise and the base comes right out. Number 19. Sprinkle baking soda in your shoes overnight. The bacteria that feed on sweat are what produce foot odor, not the sweat itself. Baking soda creates an alkaline environment inside the shoe where bacteria cannot thrive. Sprinkle generously, leave overnight, and shake out in the morning. This is dramatically more effective than commercial shoe deodorizers and costs almost nothing. Number 18. Use a rubber band to help open stubborn jar lids. Wrap a thick rubber band around the lid several times to create grip. The rubber increases friction dramatically and gives your hand something to push against without slipping. This works better than cloth or running the lid under hot water for most jars. Number 17. Clean a burned pot with baking soda and water. Add an inch of water to the burned pot. Bring it to a boil on the stove, then add 2 tablespoons of baking soda. Let it simmer for 5 minutes. The combination of heat, water, and sodium bicarbonate creates an alkaline solution that lifts carbonized food residue from the pan surface. Let it cool slightly, then scrub easily with a regular sponge. Number 16. Use white vinegar to remove water stains from wood. Apply a small amount of equal parts white vinegar and olive oil to the water ring with a soft cloth and rub with the grain of the wood. The acidity of the vinegar lifts the mineral deposits while the olive oil conditions the wood and restores its appearance. Grandma saved more than one antique table with this exact trick. Number 15. Place a dry sponge in your veggie drawer. Excess moisture is the single biggest cause of early vegetable spoilage. A dry cellulose sponge placed in the bottom of your vegetable drawer absorbs that moisture, keeping your produce dry and fresh for noticeably longer. Replace the sponge regularly or squeeze it out and let it dry fully before returning it. Number 14. Use toothpaste to remove crayon from walls. Apply a small amount of non-gel white toothpaste directly onto the crayon mark. Let it sit for 60 seconds, then scrub gently with an old toothbrush and wipe clean with a damp cloth. The mild abrasives in the toothpaste lift the waxy crayon pigment without harming painted walls. This works on flat and semi-gloss paint finishes. Number 13. Rub a dryer sheet on your television or computer screen to reduce static and repel dust. Apply gently without pressing hard, and the anti-static residue left behind makes the screen repel dust particles for weeks. You will notice you need to clean the screen far less frequently. Number 12. Pour a cup of white vinegar into the dishwasher once a month and run an empty hot cycle. Over time, dishwashers build up hard water mineral deposits, grease, and soap residue in the internal components and spray arms. White vinegar dissolves all of it. Place a dishwasher safe cup filled with vinegar on the top rack and run the hottest cycle available. Your dishwasher will run more efficiently, clean dishes better, and last years longer. Number 11. Use baking soda to clean grout. Make a thick paste of baking soda and water. Apply it along grout lines, then spray white vinegar over it. The reaction bubbles aggressively right into the grout pores where mold and mildew hide. Scrub with a stiff brush after 2 minutes. Grandma's bathroom tiles always looked as bright as the day they were installed. Number 10. Hang fresh laundry outside facing away from direct sun if you want colors preserved, or directly in sun if you want whites brightened. This is a grandma technique that treats clothes differently based on what they need. Dark fabrics and bright colors get hung in the shade or inside out, so the ultraviolet light hits the interior lining rather than the dyed surface. Whites and light linens get hung in full sun where ultraviolet light acts as a natural bleaching and sanitizing agent. Your grandmother understood that the sun is both a tool and a force to work with deliberately. Number 9. Use newspaper to clean glass windows. Grandma never used paper towels on windows. She used newspaper. The ink in printed newspaper contains compounds that chemically cut through grease and grime, and the texture of the paper is abrasive enough to polish glass without leaving lint or streaks behind. Spray your window with equal parts water and white vinegar, then wipe with crumpled newspaper in circular motions. Number 8. Place a handful of rice in your salt shaker. Rice absorbs ambient moisture inside the shaker, keeping the salt dry and free flowing even in humid summer kitchens. This is why salt clumps together into one solid block in humid conditions, because it absorbs atmospheric moisture. A few grains of rice solve the problem entirely. Number 7. Use vinegar and baking soda to refresh a smelly washing machine. Run an empty hot water cycle with 2 cups of white vinegar added directly to the drum. Then run a second empty cycle with half a cup of baking soda. Between these 2 cycles, the vinegar dissolves mold, mildew, and soap scum buildup, and the baking soda neutralizes any remaining odor. Leave the door open after every wash to prevent the mold from returning. Number 6. Rub a raw potato on a rusty cast iron pan. The oxalic acid naturally present in potato flesh reacts with iron oxide, which is rust, and begins to dissolve it on contact. Cut a potato in half, dip the cut face in coarse salt, and scrub the rusted areas. The salt acts as an abrasive while the potato provides the chemical reaction. Rinse and dry immediately, then apply a thin coat of oil and heat the pan on the stove to reseason it. Number 5. Hang bed sheets and pillowcases outside on the line and bring them in just before they are fully dry. This is one of Grandma's finest textile secrets. When sheets dry completely on a line, they can feel slightly stiff from the mineral deposits and water and the tension of hanging. But if you bring them in just slightly damp, fold them immediately, and then make the bed with them. The residual warmth and slight moisture allows the fabric to relax completely to the shape of your bed without any stiffness. They feel incredible and smell like fresh outdoor air for days. Number 4. Put a drop of white vinegar in a spray bottle with water and use it as an all-purpose household surface cleaner. The acidity of vinegar is effective against most common household bacteria, grease, and grime. It costs nearly nothing, produces no toxic fumes, is completely safe for children and pets, and actually works. Grandma cleaned every surface in her kitchen and bathroom with this and nothing else her entire life. Add a few drops of essential oil if you want a scent, or use it as is. Number 3. Use baking soda as a fire extinguisher for small kitchen grease fires. This deserves a serious mention because it can save your life. Baking soda releases carbon dioxide when heated, which smothers flames by cutting off their oxygen supply. Keep baking soda within reach of your stove. If a small pan catches fire, cover it with a lid first to starve the oxygen, and if needed, throw baking soda directly onto the base of the flames. Never use water on a grease fire. Number 2. Create a complete natural cleaning kit with just 3 things: white vinegar, baking soda, and lemons. Grandma never needed anything else. Vinegar disinfects, cuts grease, and dissolves mineral deposits. Baking soda scrubs, deodorizes, and reacts with acidic substances to break them down. Lemons provide citric acid for deeper cleaning, natural antibacterial properties, and a fresh scent. Together, these 3 ingredients can clean and deodorize your entire home from top to bottom, including ovens, tile, glass, fabric, carpets, drains, appliances, and wood surfaces. And the number 1 hack that Grandma used every single week without fail. Air out your entire house simultaneously by opening every window and door on opposite sides of the home for 30 minutes. This creates cross-ventilation, meaning air does not just circulate within rooms, but actually flows completely through the house, carrying moisture, allergens, mold spores, cooking vapors, and chemical off-gassing from synthetic materials straight out into the open air. Do this every single week. Grandma's home never smelled stale, never had air quality issues, and never accumulated the invisible buildup of indoor pollution that affects nearly every modern sealed home. The best cleaning product ever invented is fresh outdoor air moving freely through your living space. It costs absolutely nothing, and it is available to you every single day. These 43 hacks are the ones that have quietly disappeared from common knowledge, replaced by chemical products and expensive services that Grandma never needed. She understood her materials, understood nature, and trusted simple things that work. And now, so do you.